Hello viewers, you may make this kind of boards, but do you want to give it a shape like a beautiful PCB like this, or do you want to make some innovative PCBs like this, or maybe you made some circuit but you want to make many pieces of that, you want to do a bulk production, then you have no choice but to convert the circuit to a PCB. The basic concept is design and test your circuit first and then draw that schematic in a design software. Then what you have to export that schematic to a PCB design software. So suppose this is the schematic. Here you can see symbols of multiple components like R3, a resistor, like an amplifier. Again, you can see different kind of nets which connects different components. Like this is a single net, this is another net connection. So the next step is you have to export this to a PCB designing software, and there you have to do a floor planning of the components and then connect the components on the PCB design software. Cross-check for any errors and then convert it to a Gerber file which you can send to your manufacturer to have the PCB manufactured. So you need to learn a software to draw schematic and PCB layout. There are multiple softwares, but one of the most popular software is Altium Designer. You can find it at www.altium.com. Open that page and you can get an option Try Now. Click that option and then you have to select that you are starting a new. Maybe you don't use Altium so far, so click No. In that case, you will get multiple options. Among them, the important was the student version. There you will get almost 6 months free license. However, you can see they have multiple products like Altium Designer, Circuit Studio, and you can see multiple courses also. They have Altium 365, which is cloud-based. So the step 1 is create your account and activate the Altium Live, download the Altium Designer, and then install and activate it. Let's open My Altium Designer. Go and click it. You can see a beautiful logo coming in. Files are getting uploaded now. It may take a little while, but then it will open a window. There you have to create a first project. So right click on the project and click New Project. You can click from there, or you can go to the file, click New, and then click Project. Here you have to give the name of the new project. Like I am giving tutorial 1 and maybe tutorial 1 getting started video. So getting started, that's the file name, and then you select the path where you want to store this file. Like I am selecting a path inside my Brainergizer folder. So I'm creating a new folder where I want to have all the project files related to this PCB design. So I have created this folder. So I'm going to select this folder, and there are multiple project type. You can see multiple project types, but I am going to discuss those things later. Right now I'll select the default and create the project. On the left project navigation window, you can see a project got created. Click there and add new to project and click schematic. So you can see a schematic window has opened. Right click and click Save As to give it a name. remember that you are going to save in the same location. So I given tutorial 1 and then save it. So this is an area where you are going to draw your schematic. Now you can see an asterisk, a star sign there. This is a very important part. That means the project have new items. So you have to click shape and you can see that star is gone. Here you can add multiple symbols, like I'm adding ground symbols. Like that you can actually draw the schematic, which will explain in detail in my next video. And the next part is you have to go to the tutorial, right click and select add new to project and select PCB. In PCB section, another new window will open. Basically here we will be routing the PCB. Again, right click, click Save As and give the name of the PCB project. Save it. You can see again an asterisk came there. So click save. See, the asterisk is gone. So this is the schematic and this is the PCB. You can select from there or you can select from the top tabs. Very flexible. Now the next thing I'm going to explain about component, properties and little bit about this setting, which is preferences. Now if you select the schematic and then select properties, you can see multiple properties. Among them important is what unit. I am going to use millimeter. Similarly, multiple options are there like text size, text font, different options you will be having here. If you select component, there are multiple libraries, which is very strong for Altium. In Altium, you'll get a big libraries of many different kind of components. So if you click, you can see general miscellaneous devices, capacitor, registers, connectors, ICs, many things. So suppose I selected a PNP transistor and you will get the symbol right away there. Now it is, if you get like that, it is very easy for you to create a schematic. Similarly, if you go to PCB, you can see the properties and here there are multiple options you will get. We'll discuss all those things later and you'll have the component. There you'll get a library, especially the footprints of multiple devices. Like suppose I am going to select 8-bit ADC. So see, I can easily click and keep it on the design section. See, this is the IC, all the pads are automatically got created. This is very, very useful. Now click the settings sign, you'll see preferences, system preferences, schematic. There are multiple options are there. We'll discuss all PCB editors and CAM editors. DRC, like you can have some rules there. You can select the rules. General, you can decide the width of the PCB. Different things you can set. We'll be all using these later. I'm just going to tell you where you have to select those. So basically in Altium, we are going to next learn about schematic, like capture the design, component library, ERC, create new components. Then in the PCB section, we will learn transfer to the PCB, different layers, multi-layer PCB, component footprint, floor plan, routing, copper flood, design rules. Then we learn the Gerber to generate a fabrication file for the manufacturer. So all I will be discussing in my next videos. So this is just a getting started video. If you like, don't forget to share with your friends and do subscribe to the channel so that you come to know the next video whenever it will be there. Thanks for watching. Bye.